morning students, welcome to Botany video class. So today we are going to introduction of botany. So what is mean by botany? First you know what is botany. Botany means the study of plants is called to botany. So dear students, in roadside, in our homes and then gardens also, we are seeing lot of plants, that is different types of plants are visible in our day-to-day life. So what are the characteristic feature of plants, then what are the mode of nutrition, then sexual reproductions and reproductions method of plants. So in this chapter we will discuss about pteridophytes. So first one, the plants are classified into two types. What are the two types of plant? The two types of plants are classified based on the flower and seeds. So the plants of the two type is, first one non-flowering plants, then second one is flowering plants. So non-flowering plants is otherwise known as, it's a cryptogamous plants. Then second one is flowering plants, is otherwise known as phanerogames. The first one of the non-flowering plant is cryptogames. It's further classified into three types: Theolophyta, Bryophyta and then Pteridophyta. Okay, according to these three types of cryptogames, Theolophyta and Bryophyta are the non-vascular cryptogames. Here, non-vascular cryptogames mean the vascular system is completely absent in these types of plant. That is non-vascular cryptogames. But the pteridophytes are the vascular cryptogames. Why the pteridophytes are vascular cryptogames? Pteridophytic plants have or it contains vascular tissues. What are the two types of vascular tissues? The two types of vascular tissues means both xylem and phloem. Dear students, already you know xylem and phloem in lower classes. So the main function of the xylem is it conducts water and mineral salt from the roots to another parts of the plant body. That is the main function of xylem. The next one, the main function of the phloem is it conducts the food material from leaves to another parts of the plant body. That the two types of vascular system which is present in the pteridophytic plant, and it is also known as it is a vascular cryptogame. That is the introduction of plant kingdoms. So today we are going to pteridophytes. So we discuss about pteridophytes. So first one, the learning objectives of the pteridophyte is, the first one, what are pteridophytes? Then second one is what are the characteristic features of pteridophytes? Then third one is morphology of pteridophytes. Then fourth one is reproduction of pteridophytes. Then fifth one is homosporous and heterosporous types of pteridophytes. Then megaspore and microspore. Then gametophytes of pteridophyte. Then fertilization. Then zygote and embryo of pteridophytes. Then life cycle and alternation of generation. That is the learning objectives of pteridophytes. So today we are discussing about only two topics. That is what are pteridophytes. The next one is characteristic features of pteridophytes. So first one. So what is pteridophytes? Pteridophytes mean, in simplify, it is a fern-like structure. So plant with feather-like leaves. Dear students, we see different types of birds. If all the different types of bird, it have a wing-like structure. What are the uses of wing-like structure? It's moving from one place to another place in the same structure which is present in the leaves of pteridophytic plant. That is, pteridophytes mean, that means pteron means feather, phyton means plant. That is pteridophytes. So what are the uses of this feather? The plant is also moving. That means that it is present in the leaf system. It's moving from one place to another place. That is pteridophyte. So pteridophytes mean the fern, plant with feather like leaves. Then pteron means feather, phyton means plant. Okay, and then already I will tell that pteridophyte is a vascular cryptogame. How it possible? The xylem and phloem element which is present in the pteridophytic plant, and it is also known as vascular cryptogames. Here cryptogames with, that means cryptogames plant, it contain vascular system. Here vascular system mean the two types of conducting element, that is xylem and phloem element which is present in the cryptogamous plant, that is vascular cryptogame. And then pteridophyte, it includes a primitive living, that means ancient, not for non-living, it is a primitive living and fossil vascular plants. Next one, the pteridophytic plant is represented. The 400 genera are present in a worldwide distribution, and the next one is species. The 10,500 species are distributed in a worldwide manner. The 10,500 species including both living primitive pteridophytes and then fossil pteridophytes. That is the distribution of pteridophytes. The next one, the plant body is sporophytic. Sporophytic is one of the important characteristic feature of pteridophyte. Here sporophytic means 2n condition, I mean diploid condition is present, that is sporophytic. Then the sporophytic of the plant body is differentiated into three parts. The first one is root, second one is stem, second one is root, then third one is leaves. According to the morphological structure, it will be changed. First one root, then second one stem, then third one is leaves. The plant body is divided into three parts. The three parts likewise root, stem, leaves. But in thallophytes and then bryophytes, the plant body is not differentiated. Especially in thallophytes, thallophytes mean the plant body is not differentiated into root, stem and leaves. But in bryophyte, slightly modified, that means slightly modified structure are present in the bryophyte, that is differentiated into three parts. Then next one, mature sporophyte. Already I will tell that sporophyte is a diploid condition. The diploid condition of the pteridophyte, it is nutritionally, that means according to the food or nutritionally, it is an independent of the gametophyte. So gametophyte is an haploid condition. Then next one, so much variation. Okay, but different types of pteridophytes are present in a worldwide manner. That means 400 genera are present, then 10,500 species are present. So these are all different types of pteridophyte. It compare variation, that means different types of variation are present. Okay, the first one is the variation present in the form. How it will be formed? Okay, well, land form, hill station, and then aquatic regions, it will be formed. Then size also differ from one plant species to another plant species of the pteridophyte. The next one is habitat also is different. That means habitat means the living placement of the plant body, that is called habitat. So these all are variation. It is from compared to one pteridophytic plants to another pteridophytic plants. The next characteristic feature of the pteridophyte is small annual plants. The small annual plants mean the plant lifespan is 1 year. That means the plant living only 1 year, that is annual plant. So the small annual condition is present in the pteridophytic plants of Azolla and then Salvinia. So Azolla and Salvinia are the best example for small annual types of pteridophyte. Then next types of plant is, since some kinds of pteridophytes are large perennial trees. Here perennial means the plant lifespan is many years, that means the plants living in many years, that is large perennial trees. So the characteristic feature is total from the small annuals to large perennial trees. So an example for large perennial trees is Angiopteris. The next one, most of the living pteridophytes are terrestrial, that means it is present in the soil, that is terrestrial. The next one is, some members are aquatic plants. Already we discussed today, the pteridophytes have so much variation in the formation of the placement, that means habitat also. So the first one terrestrial, and the next one is some members are aquatic. So aquatic types of pteridophyte is, the first one is Azolla, that is Azolla. Then second one is Marsilia. So both Azolla and Marsilia, the two types of plant. In simplify, that means commonly available in our agriculture field, especially in the field of rice. So in the field of rice, dear students, we are seeing the two types of plants of Azolla and Marsilia. So the aquatic pteridophytes is, the first one is Azolla, then second one is Marsilia, then third one is Isoetes, then fourth one is Salvinia. So the four types of pteridophytic plants which is present in the aquatic condition. Then next one, few are xerophytic condition. That means some kinds of pteridophyte is present in a desert condition. Here the xerophytes mean the plants are growing in desert condition. That means the water content is very low. That is xerophytic condition. The xerophytic plants of pteridophyte is Selaginella rupestris. Then next one, stem and roots have permanent. Already we discussed it. Pteridophyte is a vascular cryptogame. Then the plant body is differentiated into three parts, stem and leaves. Then the kind of stem and root have permanent growing apex, that means growing tips are present in the plant body of pteridophytes. The next one, most of them having herbaceous stem. So most of the pteridophytic plant having the herbaceous stem mean the stem is soft condition, not for hard. The stem is only soft condition, that is called a herbaceous stem. The next one is leaves. So the leaves of the pteridophytic plants is, the first one is scaly leaves, the scaly leaf system. This is the scaly leaf. So scaly leaf, that means scale like structures of the leaf system which is present in the plant of ecosystem, that is scaly leaf which is present in the ecosystem. The next one is small sessile leaf. Okay, sessile mean the leaves do not have pillar, without petiole, that is called sessile, that is sessile leaf. The sessile leaf system which is present in the two types of plant is Lycopodium and Selaginella. So both Lycopodium and Selaginella, the leaf arrangement is small sessile. What is meant by sessile? Sessile is without petiole like structure in the leaf system are called sessile. It is present in Lycopodium and Selaginella. Then next one is some kinds of pteridophytic plant, the leaves are large, that means large size, the broad structure of the leaf system are present. Then petiolate. So petiolate mean the leaves have petiole are called petiolate. Sessile mean without petiole, absence of petiole in the leaf are called sessile. But here petiolate mean in the leaf system have petiole are called petiolate, and then compound, that means group of leaves arrangement in a single petiole, that is called a compound in forms, that is petiolate leaf. The next one. Okay, class is over. Thank you.